Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. For those that are tuning in for the first time, my name is Sia. So I welcome you to my platform, and I hope you do click that subscribe button so you can stay tuned and be a part of the team. So today I'm going to tell you guys a little story time. And before we get into the story time, how's everyone's quarantine going? I hope you guys are all staying safe. I know I was trapped in this house and I had to take a step out and get some fresh air. I was in front of my house. But I mean, all right, anyways, let's get back to it. So girl talk. I finally was able to take my gel off my nails. Honestly, I was like, oh heck no. It was like growing out, and thank God it was not artificial, because when it comes to artificial nails, I usually just peel them off and my nails become so thin and tender. Anything I hit, it starts hurting. So honestly, I've really been trying to get out of like acrylic and just do like fake nails once in a while. So I really like the gel and how it makes my nails look and stuff, and my nails are pretty growing. But because I wasn't consistent because of this whole lockdown thing, my nails were breaking and I had to clip all my nails and start all over again, which really sucks. But anywho, I have to give myself a little manicure too, because ooh, my cuticles are growing in, boy. But anywho, and I need to freaking get my eyebrows hit, and I have my little mustache, whatever. I'm telling y'all this and I really just don't care. Like, I have a mustache, and you know, funny thing is I have chin hair too. And I never knew until I found out when I was 18, and it was some dude I used to date back then that called it out. That was so embarrassing. So I remember one time we was just, you know, booed up or whatever. We was booed up, you know. And we were just sitting down talking, and we were with our friends, whatever. And he kept looking at me and not noticing he was looking at my chin. And I was like, okay, whatever, you know. We was high or whatever, we was drinking. Yes, I've already said it. Don't judge me. It is what it is. We was like booed up or whatever, and then he was like looking at my chin, and then he goes to my chin and he pulls something, and it was a piece of hair. Boy, I was so embarrassed. He's like, damn, you got chin hair. And I was just like, oh. He started cracking up because he was like, oh, you got a mustache, yada yada yada. So I take care of it though, whatever. But anywho, okay, so let's get started with the story time. So I got followed at the mall on Valentine's Day a while back. And I was getting stuff for the dude I was dating, his mom, and you know, stuff for him, and then like my mom. And I was just really nice that year. I was just like, let me get some cute perfume and whatever. And I went to the mall, and I was just like, I was with my sister at the time, so you know, we went pretty late because you know, it started getting dark really early. So I was like, okay, let's go to the mall. I heard about this mall in a different city. Excuse me. I heard about this mall. I want to go check it out or whatever. So we go, and then my sister and I were walking around trying to shop, and we went to Bath and Body. You know, during those times they have like the sets or whatever. So it was bomb. They smelled really good. And then I think there was this place called Lock something. I don't remember. I think I went in. I don't no, actually I got some stuff from there. I got a really cute set. I don't remember the name. I'll probably put it in the caption. I'll put it on the screen or whatever. But I went, and funny thing is the security guard was following me, but I didn't realize that he was following me until I was told by my cousin, because my cousin was working there at the time. And my sister and I were minding our business, you know, shopping, cracking up, you know, just cracking jokes, whatever, because that's what we do. And we was walking. It was an outdoor mall, really nice. And we was walking around, and then we went into the shop and got some stuff, and then we ended up going to different shops to check out certain things. And of course we're holding our bags, so we're not suspicious or anything. So I guess the guy followed us for like 30 minutes or whatever, 30 minutes to an hour, because we were there for a while. So this dude, he's following us, and mind you, he was the supervisor. So he starts calling out on the radio to the other person that is working with him, and he's like, I guess he didn't want to be, he didn't want me to realize he was following me. So he ends up, what did he do? He goes and patrols a different area, and then the other person will walk around. And I was just thinking they were doing their job, because, you know, at that time I was in security, so I'm like, oh, they're probably just patrolling, scanning barcodes, whatever, making sure, you know, things are okay. So I'm walking down, and then I hear somebody yell my name, and I'm like, what the heck? Because the city we were in is like, look, my family does not live in that city. And it's not, I'm not shading anybody, but it's just, that city has a lot of Caucasian people. It's literally Caucasians and Asians. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just saying. And so the person yells my name, and I'm like, what the heck? So I turn on, it's my cousin. I was like, hey, what's up? You know, we just chopping it up, whatever. And he starts telling me like, oh, you know, they got us following you. And I said, what the heck, following us for what? Like, we're not doing anything. I literally came out here to get some stuff for Valentine's Day. And he was like, yeah, I know these people out here be tripping, because every time there's a black person at the mall, they follow them. Now, I understand, okay? I understand why they do it, because when he told me that, I ended up working at that mall. I got hired by the security manager, and he called me. He's like, oh, come in for an interview, yada yada yada. And then I got hired because me and the manager at the time, he was actually the director. He was the director of security. He was hella chill. He was really cool. We are cool till this day, let me tell you. And no, it's not even like that. He's really like my homeboy. And so we started chopping it up, and then you see me recording, King.
Nana's in the bathroom, so I'm gonna go pee the bathroom.
Okay. So sorry guys, that was my son. So I ended up going, he hired me, and then when I ended up going, oh my god, so well, scratch that. So he ended up having me come in a certain day, and I was like, okay, I'll come in, because I had to do training and stuff. So then funny thing is, the person that comes up is that has to train me is a dude that was telling other people to follow me. Yeah, you. And so I started laughing, because I was just like, wow, it's funny how things happen. Like, you have people following me now, you the same person that has to train me. Ain't that some shit? Oh, I don't think I was supposed to say that, but whatever. And so I told him, I was like, hey, because, well, I told him it was my cousin. At the end of the day, they didn't really care, because my cousin wasn't even working there anymore. And you're not about to say nothing about my family, period, point blank. Simple. Period. Anyways, so he ends up, we started talking, and, you know, he was showing me around the mall and, you know, training me. And I told him, I was like, hey, you know, one time I came to the mall and you and your team, like, I was like, you had your team as well as yourself following me because you thought I was doing something at the mall. And he was so embarrassed, and mind you, he was a Caucasian guy, so he's ended up getting red. And I ended up telling my boss, and no, it was like funny because my boss is cool like that. He's not like uppity up. He's just hella chill. So me and him started talking about it, and I was like, scratch that, I said his name. I'm crossing that out. But anyways, I told my boss, I was just like, why is it that when any black person comes to the mall, you start, like, people on the team start calling them out? And he was like, you know, to be honest, that's not what we're really supposed to do. Unless they look suspicious, no one's supposed to be calling out the black people. And I understand, because when I started working there and I was a security guard, I walked the floor and I ended up becoming a dispatcher. For those that don't know, a dispatcher is when you sit behind a CCTV, which are the cameras, and you kind of control everything and you call out to your officers or people on your team and just kind of let them know what's going on. And then you handle all the calls. So I was doing that, and mind you, every time there was a theft, it was a black person. It was a black person. And I get it why every time somebody came, they would call it out. But I just felt like, why do that? I get it. But it's not every black person that comes to the mall and is stealing. Like, what? But anywho. But yeah, that was a story. Like, my supervisor ended up being the one that had people following me, and I called him out on his nonsense. Don't do that. And honestly, you know, it was cool, like, being a dispatcher at the mall too, because I got to, like, it really opened my eyes. And it's just really unfortunate that black people are seen that way. Like, oh, the ones that steal and the ones that always come to the mall and do break-ins, and it's just crazy. Like, it's really unfortunate. But I just feel like people need to stop stereotyping every black person. Just because some black people do it doesn't mean every black person does it. And that's why one of our teammates got chewed out by a black person for that, because she really came to shop and the girl called her out because she was black. I don't know. It's just weird. But me being black, I just hate that we're in that spotlight. But this is our reality, guys. This is our reality. But it was funny. It was crazy. And he never did that again. He never did it again, because it got to a point where people were calling black people out, and it just was BS. But thanks for tuning in, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you join the team. Bye, guys.
Or the Rover, I put some ice on you cause you got a cold heart. I know I gotta keep my shorty on go.